Howdy folks, and welcome back to Country Fried Shorts. Cameron here again, narrating over some super sped up footage of some of my efforts in that fantastic free and open source 3D computer graphics software toolset, Blender. Today I'm back in the seat at my workstation, putting in some time to prep a GHR 5N Grasshopper conversion for a Federated Sons First Crucis Lancer's Lance that I'm prepping for the eBay store. I put together the selection of models based on PGI sculpts, mostly done by Silogy, but there's a few edits and modifications in there. And speaking of modifications, I couldn't find a proper sculpt for the particular chassis variant that I was after for this Grasshopper, so it was during an Insomniac session late at night in my tiny studio that I set in on the task at hand using the little bit of Blender know-how that I've picked up in the last couple of years. First, I had to seal off the center torso laser port, which we've achieved with one of those happy little weapon caps with a sunken X in the middle. Next, we removed the LRM5 openings from the head and slapped on a Boolean copy of one of the side torso medium lasers, with just a little bit of reshaping to get things blended in right. Finally, the right torso needed a PPC, but I opted to build that weapon from scratch. In my attempt to evoke a feel right out of early 90s Raoul Partha sculpts, I've gone for an absurdly large PPC barrel, assembled out of a combination of double-beveled cubes and a cylinder with insets and bevels and smashed in UV sphere right in the center, squashed and seated to serve as our weapon's lens. Now, I know that a PPC doesn't really have a lens, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to create a huge space on which to paint a fantastic blue gradient. If other sculptors get to sculpt their lasers as openings rather than lenses, then I very well can make my PPC to have a lens rather than an opening. Get off my back. Oh,